And now
Jim
let's
Weller
go to
here.
Jim Weller live this morning, an hour early just for good behavior. Jim, are you there, my friend?
I'm there, Fran. Good morning to you. How are you? Well, that was Fran.
All things considered,
All
pretty
things
well on
considered.
this kind of icky Saturday.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, it is Weller Does Delmarva, and good morning, everybody. And we are live. This is the first time we're doing a 2-hour show. It's starting on Saturdays at 7 o'clock, 7 to 9 a.m. every Saturday morning right here on Delaware 105.9. This is a live show. And if you'd like to be on it, I welcome people to be involved. I do need to mention that it's a particular show that I purchased the time. So anybody that's on, I do charge people to be on, but I'd love to help promote your business, your event, your organization, whatever you may have going on. So if you have any interest in being involved with this show or with me, or want me to help advertise or come to your business and do a live broadcast, feel free to give me a call. It's Jim Weller at 337-7300, or you can email me at Jim, J-I-M, not G-Y-M, J-I-M at Wellers.com. So this is a weekly show. We do it every week, and we want to invite you to tune in. If you are listening and you're not going to be able to listen to the whole show, we're streaming it live right now. You can go on the internet and look at us. We're sitting right here at the Greenwood Mennonite School. They're gearing up for their fall auction, and that is today. The room is full of stuff. It's probably going to be standing room only, and it's a lot of fun. But I also can smell the bacon. In other words, they have an all-you-can-eat breakfast that's already started, and we're right here at the Greenwood Mennonite School. And if you haven't had breakfast, or you're thinking today's a good day to have breakfast, feel free to stop by. We are right here live. We're in the gym right next to the where they're having the breakfast. If you stop by, come over and say hi, and I'll give you a free Weller Does Delmarva mug. I just got them done. So anyway, we are at the Greenwood Mennonite School, and we are live, and you're listening to Weller Does Delmarva. I want to thank my good friend George Luff & Associates in Milford. I've been dealing with him for 20-plus years. We were probably both almost teenagers when we started. But anyway, he does our payroll. This is something we're really happy with. It's called Easy Payroll. My daughter Jenny used to do it, and she loves it because now when she takes a vacation, she can legitimately take a vacation. She doesn't have to take her printer with her and do payroll and print things and overnight them and all that. So if you have a business, whether you have one employee, 2 employees, or 102 employees, Luff & Associates can help you out. One phone number gets you to all their locations. They're in Milford, they're in Rehoboth, and they're also in Dover, Milford, Rehoboth. 422-9699, 422-9699. One call does it all. Give them a call. Talk about payroll or accounting or whatever. But payroll's so intimidating, man. You just make one mistake, and you've just got a big headache of nightmares. So anyway, give them a call, 422-9699. Tell them I sent you. On the web, it's Luff, Luff, CPAs.com. Now, I'm going to my first guest. It's a young man named Dwayne Miller. Dwayne, are you there? Good morning to you.
Good morning, Jim.
How you doing?
Are you? I'm well, thank you.
Good, and I'm Weller. So anyway, look, the room is full of stuff, but let's just do a brief intro. You're Dwayne Miller. You are the principal here.
You got it.
Greenwood Mennonite School.
Yep.
Is this on Mennonite School Road?
It's on Mennonite School Road.
All roads lead to here.
All roads lead to Greenwood Mennonite School.
All right, and
Mennonite
we're right
School
off
Road,
of 16 or 36,
yep.
Either way.
Right in between.
Okay, and is this the oldest continual operating Mennonite school in the country?
It is. That is our distinction. Yep.
Wow. So anyway, and
Been
you
here
go
a long time, 1928.
Wow. And you go from what, kindergarten all the way to 12th grade?
Pre-K through 12th grade, yep.
All right. And so somebody has an interest in the school, I presume they could call,
Absolutely.
come take a little tour, have a meet and greet.
Be glad to give them a tour today or any other day.
Today or any other day, all right. What's the phone number here? 349?
349-4131.
4131.
Go online. We've got a great website up and running.
Okay.
You get a lot of the information right there.
What's that?
GMSflames.org.
GMSflames.org. So, folks,
GMSflames.org, yep.
if you've never been, now the breakfast is going on right now.
Breakfast has started. I see Gary Simpson in the house. Senator Gary Simpson. I bet there's going to be a lot of politicians here today.
You think so? Yeah, they're having 2 elections. The Republicans on Tuesday and the Democrats on Wednesday. No, I'm just kidding. The election's on Tuesday, joke, folks. That's a joke. That was a Jim Weller joke, not a Greenwood Mennonite School joke, okay? Gary, come on over and have a seat if you would. But anyway, Dwayne, you want to tell us a little bit about what is this event?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
well, this event, I'd like to talk about the event and the school both. If we
Okay,
could.
well, go ahead.
The event, we've got a room full of great items, and a lot of the stuff you can't see because it's laying on the tables, like
Right.
a night at a beach house in Bethany Beach, a night at a beach house in there's another one at Joy Beach down near Rehoboth. Is
there a shotgun going to be?
There's going to be a shotgun's going to be on the sale. There's about 4 or 5 different dinners out.
Okay.
There's a night at one of the suite hotels in Rehoboth.
Oh, yeah.
There is
just a little bit of everything.
$50 Grotto's card in one of the baskets over here. Okay. You got 2 bikes up here, brand new bikes.
Look at all those quilts, though.
This sale used to be tons of used things. People would bring the well-worn items, and today you see very few used items, except of course some of the older quilts.
Right.
But most of the items are brand new and ready to go.
Broken. But that looks like some antique furniture maybe up there, some dressers and stuff.
A couple antiques. Yeah.
See a Christmas tree. Are those deer stands?
There's a deer stand. I think there's 2 deer stands.
Is that a safe?
There is a safe. There's hunting equipment. There's
flat
a brick
TV
of 22 shells, which I understand are hard to come by. Not sure.
They won't be today.
No, they won't. That TV over there is going to be given away.
You're giving it away? I'll take it. I can make it easy on you right now.
That is a door prize given away at the end.
If I don't like it, Brooks will take it.
Either the TV or the iPad Air.
Just for stopping by?
Just for stopping by and being here when it's given away.
So, okay. So whether you're coming for the breakfast or the auction, feel free to sign up. You just got to be here to win it.
Got to be here to win it.
Got to be in it to win it.
You got it.
All right. So anyway, everything started now. The breakfast has started. Is the auction at 9 or 10?
Auction starts at 9.
9 o'clock this morning.
I'll be on stage running the auction at 9. That'll run until, I don't know, middle of the afternoon, something
what do we got? A couple auctioneers, Richard Lindale and Dave Wilson?
But not at the same time.
Not at the same time. That would be good, though.
That's right.
That would be worth videoing.
Yes, it would.
They're both really good guys. So, all right, so big event, folks. If you're listening and you want to meet, are you going to be around all day, Dwayne?
I'll be around all day.
So if you're a parent or a grandparent and you have an interest in the school, want to learn a little bit more about it, actually I think it's not even unreasonable to say that, there's a lot of people that aren't Mennonite that have children at the school?
There are a few, yes.
Okay,
actually, I have more than a few.
You do need to be
over half of the school is not from the Mennonite church. That's one of the misconceptions.
So, this school actually represents probably a dozen churches?
Oh, 33, I believe.
33 churches are represented
all around the area. Yep.
So this is a real community environment.
It is a community environment. That Mennonite is in the name, but that is sometimes gives a wrong impression that it's for the Mennonite kids, and it really is not. It's for the Christian kids in the area.
Okay, so
and anybody coming from a family that claims Christ, they're welcome here.
Okay,
and we've got 30-some churches. 115 families, I believe.
Really?
Have kids here, yep.
Well, and if you want to see what a family, type supported school is like, come to this auction today because it gets a little feisty. And people really enjoy bidding. And it's the kind of auction, if you overbid, you're still happy.
Yep.
In other words, everybody gets a bargain, everybody wins, all right?
But coming to an event like this, you kind of get the feel for the school as well. If you come and want to take a tour of the rest of the school, all you need to do is ask anybody where's the principal, and
what was that, 349-4131?
4131. Today, if you want to call, you're going to have to call my cell, and I'll give that 236-5682.
5682.
That'd be today if you want to sign up for a tour or something. Do that.
All right. Well, anyway, then we're here. We're live at the Greenwood Mennonite School. And
just a couple of comments about the school before I get off here. A couple of things we've got going that some of the schools don't. We've got a great music program. We've got a full-time choir director and a full-time band, or almost full-time band director. Most schools do not have that. We do.
Okay. In his world, okay. Folks, you're listening to Weller Does Delmarva. We are live right here at the Greenwood Mennonite School. And now I'm going to talk to Gary Simpson, Senator Gary Simpson. How you doing there, young man?
Good morning, Jim.
Have you had breakfast yet?
Not yet. I wanted to come in here and see some of these great things they've got for sale. And
isn't it unreal?
Auction. It's unbelievable. It's one of the best auctions that I've seen.
You've been to today.
Yeah, early today.
Yeah, but no, it's a lot of nice, new, neat things. I on Facebook had posted a brief video about some quilts over here, as well as I posted a half a dozen or dozen pictures of some of the things. So are you staying all day, or are you just going to leave me with a blank check?
I never.
That's your two choices.
I would never leave you with a blank
either
check.
Stay all day or leave me with a blank check. It's up to you, Gary.
I'll stay all day.
Now
but they've really got some great stuff. I mean, if you like quilts, they've really got some beautiful quilts.
There's one over there. You may know all about. I think it's maybe rather old, where there's these little patches where each person made something.
Yeah, that's
neat. It's
family
really kind of
history.
neat. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are neat. There's a great kids tent, a crossbow. A fantastic crossbow. Mm-hmm. Not one of these little cheap imitations.
Right.
I mean, this
real.
is a real thing.
Right, ready to go hunting.
Handmade. Handmade. And I don't even know. It's not a guitar, and it's not a banjo.
What is that thing?
I don't know what it is, but
it's so unique looking.
I plucked it, and it's got a nice sound to it.
It looks so unique, it's made me want to learn how to play it.
Yeah.
And I don't play anything.
I don't either,
except the
unfortunately.
microphone.
I've always wanted to learn how to play a guitar or banjo. I even bought a guitar and a banjo, and never did learn how to play them.
Wow. All right, so you got a busy next couple days.
It will be a busy couple days.
You excited?
Be glad when it's over. Always am when an election's over. I hate having my signs up. I hate seeing all these signs.
I mean, you got to put them up.
You got to do it.
You want to be in the race and hunt. But
that's right.
At the same time,
people think that the race is won by the number of signs. I've never felt that was the case, and it's never been the case.
Right. But you got to have them out.
But you got to have them out.
Yeah. Wow.
You got to advertise. And
how long have you been a senator?
This is my 16th year that just finished in June.
So you were a teenager when you started?
I wish I could have said that, but no, I was about in my early 50s, I guess.
Okay. Wow. It seems like you enjoy it. You seem passionate about serving people.
I've enjoyed it immensely. It's sometimes very frustrating when you see people that you feel you know them very well, and then they vote an opposite way. But we've all got different values and different goals in life, and
sometimes we can be wrong.
Yeah, and sometimes we can be wrong. Absolutely.
And sometimes we can learn. Wow.
But it is an enjoyable. It's a very stimulating job.
I bet so.
You're
always on your toes.
You always try to be on your
like
toes.
Being a ballerina. I mean, you're always tiptoeing,
But you're trained in whatever you were trained in. Mine was a graduate degree in agriculture economics, and that was what I've been involved in, public relations and managing at the Delaware State Fair.
Wow.
And when you go into a Senate seat or a House seat, it's a whole new world because you're looking at all different types of issues.
Correct. There's a ripple effect to every decision.
Absolutely.
So on the surface, you can only look at it on the surface, whether you hear it in the news or you're only getting just the surface part of it.
Yeah.
Then there's the reality of it.
That backstory. The real life is Paul Harvey, the rest of the story.
The rest of the story, yeah. All right, well, Gary, I'm going to thank you for your service. Thank you for your time. I enjoy knowing you. I enjoy going to church with you and fellowshipping with you, and I pray you have a great day on Tuesday.
Thanks, Jim.
All right, thank you, Gary.
Appreciate it.
All right, that was Senator Gary Simpson. Take a Weller Does Delmarva mug with you. They're going to be a collector's item someday. Okay? All right. Yeah, okay. Well, good. All right, folks, I just had a big news flash here. Real important. Brooks Ritter is my executive producer. He got up very early this morning and got here and ran all the wires and helped out. And good morning, Brooks.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. This is your first time on the show since having your third child.
That's correct.
And so anybody that does any business with Brooks, you're going to notice he's become all of a sudden more aggressive.
Absolutely.
What's up with that?
This little baby likes to eat.
Here's something you ain't even thought about. How old's your oldest daughter?
5.
Yeah, this is the news flash for you. Guess who pays for all their weddings?
The bride's father. And I got 3 little girls.
Yeah, you're going to be, you know how much a wedding's going to cost, man? They'll be $40,000.
I don't know what happened. My parents had all boys.
Yeah, they were smart.
Yeah.
You ask your dad. He'll tell you he's a smart man.
I couldn't find the button where I could pick boy or girl. So, they had 3 boys, and so far the Ritter boys have produced 6 girls.
Right, there you go. Well, everybody has to do something. Well, anyway, hey, welcome to the show, Brooks.
Thank
You're doing
you.
a great job.
Thank
I haven't had one complaint on you yet today.
Good. That's
there
good.
We go.
I don't like complaints.
Your brother was just here. Brandon's eating breakfast, and he's going to mosey on down to the store. We're going to open today about, 8:30 they think they'll be open by?
Yeah, I would say they should be open by 8:30.
We kind of decide it day by day, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. We open by 9, but some days I can talk them into opening earlier. But anyway, so folks, come on out. Please stop by and say hi. We're broadcasting live right here inside the gymnasium at the Greenwood Mennonite School. The room is full of all kinds of neat stuff. I'm going to be here all day. You can outbid me all you want, or you could stop by and leave me with a wad of cash, or I can work with your blank check. So
sure,
I promise I won't overspend. I'll help you end up with a bunch of stuff. And I'll tell you what I do. I buy a lot of stuff, then it gives you gifts for Christmas parties or stuff that's coming up. And it's all good quality stuff. So anyway, I want to mention another sponsor real quick. This is my heating and air people. First Class Heating and Air does a great job for me. I've used them on many projects. They encapsulate it underneath my house, and I really like them. First Class Heating and Air. They've been serving Delaware and Maryland, so that's called Delmarva. Anyway, for 40 years plus, local company. All their vehicles are lettered, and their people got uniforms on, and they're just a professional, polished group of people. So if it's that time of year and you're firing up your heater and you say, I just want to make sure that thing's operating efficiently, I buy way too much, whether you burn electric, whether you burn propane, whether you burn natural gas, or whether you just burn heating oil, you want it to burn efficiently. So it's always best to have your heater tuned up. I mean, we have our cars tuned up, but your heater runs way more than your car because it's running 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, on and off, on and off, on and off. So get it serviced. 934-8900 is the phone number. 934-8900. First Class Heating and Air. Tell them I sent you. Good people to deal with, and they'll take good care of you. If you have any questions about them, feel free to call me. And again, I mentioned earlier a big announcement. I forgot to mention it. Set your clocks back tonight.
Is that time already?
Don't forget to do that, okay? So we can all watch TV an hour longer tonight, or
there we go.
Stay up and do something an hour longer. But anyway, set your clocks back an hour tonight. Don't forget to do that, folks.
I did need to make a quick announcement.
Do you want to make it later, or do you want to make it now?
Just so people know.
What do you want to do?
We had to actually shut down the live stream.
Oh, great.
Because
I had thousands of people lined up to watch it.
Because if anybody knows anything about internet, the bandwidth, it was actually hurting the audio going back to
Brooks,
the radio
you
station.
say that stuff to me all the time.
So,
when something ain't working, it's always the computer's fault.
It is the computer's
bandwidth. I've never heard of these things. I've never even seen bandwidth. Where do you guys get these words from?
It's in the air.
It's in the air,
but
right.
I am
what are you going to do?
I am recording the show.
You're recording it.
So you will still be able to watch the show. You just might not be able to watch it during the show.
All right. So all these really interesting things, the pictures of your new little daughter and all that, nobody's going to be able to see it until later.
All
right. Well, anyway.
But I will get it up there just as quick as I can.
He promises, folks, it'll be up there before the end of the year.
Absolutely.
Oh, you meant Monday. Okay. Anyway. Weller Does Delmarva, who you're listening to. We do have a lot of fun here. We're doing a 2-hour show from now on, 7 to 9 in the morning. I'm looking for people to be on the show. I want to go to businesses and help promote businesses. I'm here today trying to help promote this event. So if you have a business or you have an organization, I am for hire, and I work cheap. But anyway, I just want to let you know, we can help you advertise. We can help you get the word out. We either stream it or record it, so you get that even after the show. So we're on the radio, and then people go back and watch it later on or reference it later on, or you can take part of it out of the stream and use it on your own website or Facebook or something like that. So we got many options. Plus, I'm kind of known as being a business guy. So if you got a business and you're trying to rejuvenate or juvenate. Juvenate or rejuvenate, are they both words?
I want to say yes.
Yes, that's a great idea, Brooks. Anyway, stir something up is what I'm trying to say. So if you want to stir something up in your business, or it's the end of the year and you want to have a promotion, feel free to give me a call. Now, I am getting booked up pretty good, to be honest with you. But I'm always open-minded, and then I could just mention your business or something like that. So keep me in mind. Another sponsor that I really like dealing with is L&W Insurance Company. And people say, why in the world do you talk so good about your insurance company? Number one, they're an advertiser, but more than that, they're a friend of mine. Bill Strickland owns it, L&W Insurance Agency. I've dealt with them for years. I'm so happy with them. I don't shop them. I just like dealing with them. When I need service, they're right there. If I have a question, they're right there. If I don't like how an insurance company handles me, they've got many of them they deal with. They could switch me to somebody else, and that's an important point they want me to make. You know, when you deal with an insurance agent and that agent sells one brand and one brand of insurance only, you got to remember they're not working for you. They're working for that company. When you deal with an independent agent like L&W Insurance Agency and they sell, I don't know how many brands of insurance, but many, they're working for you. So if you have a problem or don't like how something was handled or don't like the price here and you want to get 4 or 5 quotes, they can do it for you. 674-3500, or they have a local number, 856-7828, L&W Insurance Agency. Good people. Tell them I sent you. On the web, it's lwinsurance.com, and they'll take good care of your home, health, life, commercial coverage, auto, whatever you may need. Again, we see there's a lot of people over here having breakfast. If you're near here or coming here, stop by and get a Weller Does Delmarva mug. I've got less than 20 left, and they're sitting right here, and I'd love to say hi to you. Other than that, we're getting ready for the auction. It starts at 9 a.m., mess of stuff. Go to my Facebook page. I'm the Jim Weller from Delaware on Facebook, and look at some of the items there. Also, I don't know if you guys heard me yesterday on the Dan Gaffney show mention these tablets that we have bought and are selling, but they are a phenomenal deal, and I don't even know the price. Brooks, do you remember the price?
They are $77.50.
Wait a minute, I thought they were like $100 and a quarter.
$77.50 is the deal we got going on.
I thought that
right
was
now.
just like a one-time only thing. All right, folks, we're going to settle this off air. I'll be right back in just a couple minutes. Weller Does Delmarva live. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
In a world where big voices dominate and the message is often tedious and one-sided, now comes a new story told by a new voice, a voice the world has been waiting to hear. Yours. Because we think talk radio means you get to talk on the radio. What a concept, huh? We're live and local all day, every weekday. We and you are Delaware 1059.
Mostly cloudy tonight with a passing late night shower, low 49. Then a windy day tomorrow with occasional rain, high of 57. Just a touch of rain for the evening, otherwise mostly cloudy and windy tomorrow night with a low 44. Then a cold wind for Sunday. Clouds will give way to some sun, high 52 and a low 38. Then partly sunny skies for Monday and Tuesday with a high Monday 58 and a high Tuesday 67. I'm Aiden Reed in the Delaware 1059 Weather Center.
Hi, this is Dan Gaffney telling you don't miss the boat. Our cruise to the Bahamas happens April 19th, 2015. Now's the time to reserve your cabin on board the Carnival Pride, leaving out of Baltimore, going to Grand Turk, Half Moon Key, Freeport in the Bahamas. 7 days. Prices start at around $780. Call Bethany Travel Dream Vacations to book now at 933-0955. Cruise brought to you by Winner of Dover, the all-new winnerdover.com. $50 reserves your place on this cruise on Delaware 1059.
From the first town in the first state in the USA, we're WXDE, Lewis.
Delaware 1059.
I'm Gary Nunn. One giant step backward in the evolution of space tourism as the investigation gets underway in the explosion and crash of Virgin Galactic's first craft. Kevin Mickey was in charge of that flight.
This was a new fuel formulation, again, that had been proven and tested on the ground many times.
One pilot was killed, one is hospitalized. CBS's Ben Tracy.
After years of delays and technical issues, Virgin Galactic thought it was close to finally launching its commercial space business. Had this test gone well here, they plan to do that as early as next year. That now is very unlikely to happen.
Former astronaut Scott Parazynski is confident that the Spaceship Two operation will bounce back.
It's a horrible tragedy, but I'm certain that they will persevere, get to the bottom of what happened, and return to flight.
More than 700 people have booked a seat at a price of $200,000 each for a 2-hour suborbital trip. The first flight was to have taken place sometime next year. CBS News Update, I'm Gary Nunn.
Don't be fooled by Greg Fuller. He tried to raise taxes by 40%. Listen to Fuller in his own voice.
I'm proposing that we increase our county assessment tax far as for all probated estates.
Delaware has enough tax and spend liberal Democrats.
I'm Cindy Green, and as your Register of Wills, I have kept my pledge to fight for low taxes, fight for local control, and save the taxpayers' money. I'm asking for your vote on November 4th. Paid for by friends of Cindy Green.
I'm Paul Parsons from Dagsboro. My neighbors and I are voting for John Atkins because he stood up and opposed the bypass that would have destroyed our homes and farms.
I'm Helen Jackson from Millsboro. I'm voting for John Atkins because he always puts seniors first and is willing to lend a hand in our community.
I'm Josh Wharton of Wharton Farms in Gumboro. My family is supporting John Atkins because of legislation he wrote for the Young Farmers Program, turning our dream of owning land into a reality.
I'm Pat D'Angelo Antonio from the 41st District. I'm voting for John Atkins because he fought for myself and the 8,000 other dialysis patients to make our life safer.
I'm John Atkins, and I work hard to get things done for the 41st District. Whether it's fighting for veterans issues or working for quality education and safer schools, I'll stand up and make sure our voice is heard in Dover, which is why I have been consistently endorsed by the NRA, the correction officers, and the Indian River Education Association. Whether you're Democrat, Republican, or Independent, I work hard and get results that matter to you, and I'm asking for your vote on November 4th.
Paid for by friends to re-elect John Atkins.
Shell V-Power Premium Gasoline removes an average of 60% of performance-robbing gunk on intake valves left by low-quality premium gasolines. And it starts with your very first tank. So when you fill up, car, engine, and performance come together to make your drive come alive. Choose Shell V-Power today.
And learn how you can save big at the pump at fuelrewards.com.
When you have something good, hold on to it. People know and appreciate our Senator Bob Venables and all he's done for our quality of life. A family man who's one of us. Ask anyone who knows him, and they'll tell you that Senator Venables is a man of integrity, conservative, thoughtful, respected. Vote for our Senator Bob Venables.
This is Senator Bob Venables, and I'd appreciate your vote on Tuesday, November the 4th. Paid for by Venables for Senate Committee.
The Delaware Democratic Party is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Brenda Mayrack has a plan to transform how Delaware's government is audited, a plan to be the effective watchdog that Delaware needs to protect our valuable tax dollars. The Mayrack plan embraces technology to uncover waste and fraud, and even to catch it as it happens. Her plan offers new ideas for how the state can start saving money right away. It calls for the establishment of a special fraud unit and will initiate more performance audits to help our public agencies and schools improve services and identify potential savings. Brenda Mayrack's plan is a roadmap to help all Delaware state agencies work smarter and more efficiently for everyone's benefit. Read the plan online at deldems.org/Mayrack. And thank Brenda for making sure that state government is doing everything it needs to do for the people of Delaware.
Paid for by the Delaware Democratic Party. Not authorized by any candidate or candidate committee. www.deldems.org.
The comments, views, and opinions expressed on the air at Delaware 105.9 are those of the hosts, callers, and guests, and not those of staff, management, or advertisers at Delmarva Broadcasting Company.
Okay, everybody, Jim Weller here, and we are live. We are at the Greenwood Mennonite School, and you are listening to Weller Does Delmarva. This is the first week of doing our 2-hour show. We start at 7 a.m. Now, on Saturdays, I had mentioned earlier, if you own a business, somebody sent me a message that said, what does that mean exactly? It means this. It means if you own a business or you have an organization and you would like me to come and promote an event or promote your business or help you come up with a promotional idea or something like that, I'm wide open. I'm for hire. In other words, I do get paid for this, so I would like to think my time has a little teeny value, at least $5 or $6 an hour. So anyway, if you need some help promoting your business, if you want to have some kind of an open house or an event or something like that, or if you've never had one at all and you want to bounce some thoughts off me, I got something cooking with Shore Speed in Milford. Don't know exactly when we're going to do it, but we're thinking about doing a remote from there, and that's the indoor go-kart track in Milford right there behind McDonald's. Brooks and I and a lot of our friends have been going there, and it's a lot of fun. But to settle how much the tablet is, because I'm looking at it right now, it's brand spanking new in the box. We have like 4 different colors of them, which is really neat. Brooks just told me we sold 9 of these things yesterday. Now, I do need to let you all know I've only got a couple hundred of them, and I don't even have that many left now. So we're going to probably sell 10 to 20 a day, and they're going to go pretty quick because the deal I'm going to tell you about is pretty much hard to beat, okay? So here is the deal. They're brand new. They're a 7-inch tablet, and they have the Android platform, 4.1 version. It has some apps already preloaded in it, like Google Play, the Google Play Store, Dropbox, a lot of different games and things like that. So anyway, and it is got a multi-touch screen, and it has a built-in speaker, which is kind of nice. You don't absolutely have to have headphones to be able to listen to something in it or on it. It also has Wi-Fi built in. And so it's an Android app on Google Play. So anyway, I'm just letting you know it's a good deal. It's a good deal. So what was I getting ready to say? It was a good deal. And
I don't know if you said how many colors.
Have I said it's a good deal a lot?
Yes, you have said it's a good deal. And it absolutely is.
Well, you got me nervous. I'm looking at the price, and I'm like, I don't know how you guys come up with this. In other words, I look at a 7-inch tablet, my mind goes to $150 is what my mind starts thinking, okay? A good deal would be $125.
Sure.
An incredibly good deal would be $100. And then you and Jason have come up with this price. I thought that was like a one-day only thing, and you're telling me that's what it's going to be for a while.
That's what it's going to be.
$77.50?
$77.50. And on top of that, we got some other things to go with.
Are these like refurbished or something?
No, they're brand new in the box, never been opened.
Right, we're not allowed to open them, are we?
Well, we did open one so you could see it.
So you can see it, but right. Yeah. In other words, it's like any other electronic thing. Once you break the seal on the box, that's it,
That's correct.
Right. So anyway, I don't know where you come up with this price. $77.50, folks. There's Lyle Hamilton. I feel so honored. Good morning, Lyle. All right, that was Lyle Hamilton that just walked by, folks. Anyway, I just want to let you know this is a good deal. No kidding. All joking aside, so if you need 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, and the nice thing about the colors is if you got 3 kids or 3 grandkids or just 3 adults that can't get along, you can at least each one can have their own and they're different colors, and as long as they're not colorblind, they should be able to figure out which one's theirs.
Sure. I can tell you pink has been a hot color right now.
I can see you liking pink.
Oh, yeah.
All them little girls at home.
Yep.
Okay. So anyway, pink's the hot color, folks.
Yes.
Pink's the new black. All right. So anyway, stop and see Brandon, Brooks, whoever you want to. But anyway, I guess that is it. What else was I getting ready to say? I don't know what I was getting ready to say, but my mind is distracted here. So let me go to my next guest before I lose any more train of thought. Doug Roop.
Good morning.
Hey there, young man. You're a teacher here?
I am.
You look like a teenager. How come they let teenagers teach here?
I don't know, but it's a blast.
You went to school here?
Yeah, I went K through 12, graduated here.
You got any college education?
I sure do.
How in the world did you do all this so young?
My bachelor's degree. I graduate in December.
Really?
Yeah.
So you must have got right out of school and kept right on going to school.
I sure did.
Who would do that on purpose?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, anyway, thank you for doing it. I couldn't get out of school quick enough. All right, so you're a teacher here at Greenwood Midnight School. So I guess you're saying, hey, I kind of like this place. There's Austin Embleton. I'm honored again. Another person has stopped by to see me. Oh, no, he's here for the auction. But anyway, so you're a teacher here at the school.
Yeah. I'm a technology teacher, or I was last year. Now this year I'm getting my bachelor's degree wrapped up.
Really?
So I'm student teaching with Miss Geyser
in
the middle school classrooms. And loving every minute of it.
Well, I know this is a crazy thing to say, but I would say almost everybody that works here is somebody that really down deep wants to work here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They're kind of passionate about it. It's not just a job here.
Absolutely.
And it's fair to say you're probably not doing it for the money.
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
All right. So anyway, we're talking about the Greenwood Mennonite School, folks, and it's not just for Mennonite children. It's for anybody
Right.
from a Christian home or Christian family. And
Right.
I did he say there's 30-some different churches represented
I think
here?
36 or something
Isn't
like
that
that.
amazing? I would have
think
thought
so,
10
yeah.
or 15 or
Yeah.
something like that.
A lot
So,
of people think it's just for Mennonites, but it's really not. Anyone's
Really?
welcome. All
No
can
kidding.
come.
All can come.
Yep.
Okay. Well, anyway, what else would we want to talk
I have
about?
Mr. Cole Welfley over here that's moseying by, and he wants to say hello to Miss Geyser in North
Okay.
Carolina.
Well, hurry
who's
up here, young man.
watching the stream.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi. Wave to her right there. Right here, because the stream's not working, but we're recording it. We're going to post it
perfect.
later. We're going to post it earlier. I meant later. We're going to post it later. It's all got to do, nothing to do with Brooks. It's got to do with bandwidth, is what he's telling me today.
I'm
In other
really
words,
getting thrown under the bus.
It's either the computer's broke or the computer's messed up, or today it's bandwidth. Okay, the width of the band.
As a tech teacher,
determines-
I know your pain.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, anything else? You going to be around today?
Yeah, I'll be here.
So could people,
for
like, if
breakfast.
somebody's listening and says, I want to meet that guy, I want to see what he looks like. He sounds awful young to be a teacher. They could look you up?
Yeah, sure. I'll
Okay.
be here till noon or so.
Okay. Now, what's this strange liquid you've put on the table here?
This is my water bottle.
Water
I
bottle.
carry it with
You're
me
drinking
everywhere.
that much
I'm
water?
known by my orange water bottle. 4
Really?
of these a day. Yep.
Really? And why is that? You trying to stay hydrated?
Yeah, you just have to
Keep
I'm
it all
sick,
moving.
So you have to get a little bit healthy here.
Okay. Would you just say you're sick?
Yeah.
Oh, let me quarantine that microphone
Yeah.
as soon as you're done.
Yeah, clean it off.
All right, Brandon's next. All right. Well, anyway, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
And thanks for your service here at the school, okay? Take one of those mugs with you. They're going to be a collector's item before I'm done with them. I'm going to make them one. Harry, there's Harry Swain. Good morning to you. Want to say hi to my friend Dave Gallup, listening to me from sunny Florida. Don't tell me it's warm down there, Dave. Anyway, Dave, Linda, we miss you. And we're looking forward to seeing you at Jimmy's Grill hopefully soon, because I got one of these mugs for you before they run out. Brandon Ritter, come on over. Use that microphone right there. Oh, no, he's grabbing a different one. I have been informed by one of my legal counsel that I need to throw a mention out there. Gary Simpson was on, Senator Gary Simpson, and that means I do need to give equal time to Pat Emery, which is another good young man from the local community. So if there's any way at all, Pat, you can make it here, or you may already be here or on your way. Stop by and say hi, get a mug, and let me give you a minute here to talk to everybody about your campaign. So anyway, Brandon, what are you up to? This is Brandon Ritter. Brandon Ritter,
Good morning.
Brooks Ritter's almost twin brother.
Almost.
Almost. Okay. Anyway, what are you up to? Had breakfast yet?
Yes, had breakfast with my wife here this morning.
All right.
Delicious
And,
food.
Okay.
As always.
Okay.
And I'm getting ready to head into work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For the slave driver?
Yeah. My boss. He's
You
kinda
thought they
tough.
outlawed slavery, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, Wellers is where Brandon works. He is. He's in every department imaginable there,
Pretty
aren't you?
much.
I'm trying to expose you to everything.
Yeah.
I don't want you to feel left out.
I don't mind it at all.
All right. And going to be in sales a little bit today, right?
Yep, a little bit of sales.
Had a
little
good
bit of
day
everything.
yesterday, didn't we?
We did. Got a lot of
Yeah.
work done.
Yeah.
A lot of projects.
Yep. So anyway, we're really on a roll. We've had a good year. Business is good. We bought the corner in Lincoln. That's kind of in our sights for some time next year. We're going to get that thing opened up. But, we just got a lot going on. We've got a lot of trailers in stock, and they're coming in droves, ain't they?
Yeah.
And anybody that go by Bridgeville now and take a picture and take one about once a week. And we're getting loads of 15, 20, 25 trailers in at a time, just load after load after load. We're trying to stock up and see how many trailers you can put on so many acres of property.
You drive by Wellers and you're like, something's about to happen.
Right.
What are they getting ready for?
Happen. Yeah. So I'm preparing for price increases, and I'm preparing for the price of fuel to go through the roof after Tuesday. So
We're
in
ready
other
for
words,
'em.
yeah, we're ready for them. So I'm trying to get as much hauled to Bridgeville as I possibly can. So anyway, anything else you want to mention?
No, just come see Brooks, myself, Jason,
Okay.
Earl. We're all ready for you.
We're letting Earl have some customers
We're
today.
going to let him have a few today.
Earl's our newest guy. We're hard on him, but he does a
pretty
good
good.
job. He does a good job,
Yeah.
Earl Jackson. So we're broadcasting live right here at the Greenwood Mennonite School. And what else can I say except for the room is full of items. I will be here all day long purchasing things, or at least bidding on them. So
You brought a trailer, right?
I brought 2 blank checks just in case one's not enough. But, yeah, and I brought a trailer. I'm backed right up to the door over there.
We always know when Jim's going to an auction. He's hooked up to a trailer.
Yeah, get me hooked up to a trailer. So, all right. Well, have a good day, Brandon. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. And I want to let you know that's Brandon Ritter, and he'll be at the store. He thinks he'll be open by 8:30, hopefully, but 9 at the absolute latest. And he does a good job. So I got Brooks and Brandon Ritter. I got my son-in-law, Jason Troyer, who actually graduated from the Greenwood Mennonite School, as a matter of fact, who married my daughter, Jenny, who actually also graduated from the Greenwood Mennonite School. So anyway, if you want to know more about this school, if you want to enjoy a good auction, if you want to have an all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast, come on out. Stop by, get one of these Weller Does Delmarva mugs. I've only got a handful of them left here. They're going to be a collector's item sooner or later because I'm going to make them somehow a collector's item. But stop by and say hi and see us here at the Greenwood Mennonite School. This is one of the few schools that you are allowed to pray in school.
Absolutely.
And, you know, that sounds like a ha-ha, hee-hee. What's that mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's big.
It's serious.
I mean, it's big. You know that thing where they're saying the coaches can't pray? And I don't even know if that's legal. That's separation from church and state. People got that a little mixed up. They really do. They really do. And to hinder somebody from being able to pray, and it's so amazing. People that say, I don't believe in God, I don't believe in, you know what? Let one of their children get in an accident.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, because all the ambulance drivers will tell you, everybody becomes a Christian real fast when they've had a tragedy.
Sure.
Because all of a sudden they're crying out, and they don't know who to cry out to.
Yeah.
So they're crying out to God. It's a whole different scenario. So anyway, this is a school that people are allowed to pray, and I'm just proud to be associated with them. It's the Greenwood Mennonite School. We're located right here on Mennonite School Road. The building is full of all kinds of auction items. There's also the cafeteria over here is just full of people, and there's actually people overflowing into here enjoying an all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast. I had mentioned earlier I could smell the bacon. Brooks informed me that must be a smell that's left over from Jimmy's Grill yesterday morning because there's no bacon. Is there sausage?
There is sausage.
There's sausage, and there's pancakes.
And
there's
eggs.
scrapple, too.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. So, folks, do you know how much it is?
I do not.
Okay, it's under $20.
Absolutely.
It's probably under $10.
I believe it's around $8.
$8, all right. Anything more than that, you'll pick up the difference?
Sure.
Sure, there you go. So, anyway, we don't know exactly how much it is, but we know it's worth every penny of it. So, stop on out and look around at the auction items. If you can't stay and you want to leave me with some cash, or if you want to leave me with a blank check, I'll be glad to help you bid on stuff, in other words, also. Wanted to mention them tablets again. It's no joke, folks. They're $77.50. I let Brooks and Jason come up with that price. I personally, honestly, would have been a little bit more. But at the same time, I needed to, give everybody a good deal.
Sure.
And, if we can sell 10 or 15 of them a day, they'll be going pretty quick. I can't get any more. It was a one-time thing. People say, how do you get this stuff? I don't even know how I get this stuff, okay?
I don't think you sleep.
I don't think I sleep. Oh, I got one of them machines. I do need to tell everybody that. Sleep apnea, whatever the word is real. I can't remember what this number meant, but she said I have 65 episodes an hour. And I think that means
you stop breathing
65 times an hour.
Yeah.
Okay? No wonder I can't lose weight. That's what it is right there.
You're not resting.
And can you imagine? No wonder I don't have any energy or zip or zeal or anything like that. I'm so daggone subdued and laid back. I'm ready to get going. So I'm kind of excited about it. So I got this machine. It's really neat. I told the guy, I said, it's like a mini air compressor. He didn't like me saying that. I think he views it as a little more than an air compressor. But to me, it's like a mini air compressor. Scott Fitzgerald has showed up. Have a seat. We're not ready for you yet. But welcome, welcome, welcome. And have a seat and just be subdued until we're ready for you. How's that? Okay, so anyway, Scott Fitzgerald is going to be one of my guests. But I want to mention a guy that I've done some power washing with. I actually didn't do it with him. I let him do it, okay? His name is Scott Sockrider. He owns Professional Power Wash. It started out he did my daughter Jenny's house. Everybody's going to get sick of this story sooner or later. But he did Jenny's house. Jenny was like, man, he had a great price. I was a little nervous, but he did a great job. So now we've got a great price and a great job, so she's happy. Then her neighbor, Leslie, says, I'm going to get my house done. Leslie was so happy she's in church showing me pictures of it in her phone, how happy she is with her house being done. I'm like, I got to give this guy a try. So then I called him up and had him do – my house had on the roof, I had these streaks. They almost look like rust running down. So I gave him a call. He comes out and does my roof. And then I'm like, I like this guy. So anyway, folks – if you need some power washing done. I mean, he does roof cleaning, gutter cleaning, power wash houses, sheds, barns, sidewalks. It's nice when you get your sidewalk done. It looks a lot better. Driveways, decks, steps. He does fleets, like a fleet of trucks, like Fitzgerald's has a fleet of trucks. He could come in there and power wash them things. He does tractors, combines, restaurant equipment, hood cleaning, everything. Give him a call. I got a special, too. I forgot. This is a real heck of a deal. First of all, write his number down, 858-9568, 858-9568. Scott Sockrider. Tell him you heard it on Weller Does Delmarva, and here's your deal. 20% off. Now, think about that. Say it costs, I don't know, we'll just use an example, $250 for the job you want done. You're going to save $50 on that at 20% off. So 20% off if you mention you heard it on this show. Give him a call, 858-9568. And, he's got a website. I forgot that. Power Washing Delaware. What a neat name. That's his Facebook page, Power Washing Delaware. And then the professionalpowerwash.com is his website. And please tell him I sent you. I'm going to jump to my next guest if he's ready. Not ready? Ready? He's ready. Okay, he's over there clearing his throat. I'm going to let him start with a song and a joke, and then we're going to go from there. Scott Fitzgerald, how you doing there, young man?
Wonderful. How are you?
I'm real good. I'm glad you're here. You know what? I'm going to give you a few minutes now. Then at 8 o'clock, we're going to take a break, and then I'll give you a few more minutes.
Sure.
Is that okay?
That's fine.
So, did you go to this school some?
Yes, I did. I went
Greenwood
here
Mennonite
from
School.
5th grade to 9th grade.
Wow. Were they able to help you?
Yes.
Okay,
well, I
good.
think so. I hope so.
All right. All right. And
now,
so
the only reason I changed that at the time, they didn't have, like, the 10th through 12th grade, they didn't have, a regular school. It was like a at-your-own-pace kind of thing.
Okay.
Where everyone was on their own.
Well, now they go all the way from pre-K all the way to high school.
That's changed.
12th grade.
Yes.
Yeah, wow. So anyway, you like the school?
Sure.
Yeah. And you
I
come
think
to
they
some
do
of
a
the
lot of good.
auctions. I always see you're involved, and you must really enjoy supporting this organization.
Yeah, I think they do a good job for the community, and I love supporting things that are good for the community.
Well, and we like people to support you, so you own Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling. Your family does.
Yes.
All right. And some of the things you sell, I'm just going to spit them out, and you correct me if I'm wrong or interject if you got something else. But first of all, a lot of people, when they think of Fitzgerald's, I think a lot of times their mind goes to, okay, if you have a junk car, you could take it there and scrap it.
Yes.
Okay, but there's a whole nother side. Like if you need a starter or an alternator or a radiator for a vehicle or something like that. In other words, Harry, how are you today? Good. Anyway, so it was Harry Swain again. We got a crowd of people here, boy. So anyway, people don't know, but you sell parts. And you sell lots of parts. And another interesting thing, I think I bought a motor off of you for my daughter's Chevy, I forgot what it's called. Do you remember Equinox?
Equinox.
Yeah. Okay. All right, and you didn't even have it, but you got it for me.
Okay. Yes.
I'm like, wow, I didn't even know all that
existed. If we don't have
existed.
what you're looking for, we can usually find it.
Right, the guy said, I can get you this one with this many miles or this one with this many miles and so on and so forth. And so you can get engines. In other words, I'm like, and it was a lot less expensive, and then I had somebody put it in, and the vehicle's still running. Because I think you gave me like a 200,000-mile warranty or
Probably
something?
something like that.
All right, well, anyway, so.
Probably lifetime warranty.
Lifetime, lifetime. Lifetime of what? The tires, the serpentine belt, or whatever. But anyway, so you have Fitzgerald's, and you do buy scrap metal, and you guys were into recycling before recycling was ever even popular.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, like, your family helped pioneer this.
My grandfather started it back in the 30s.
Really? Right there on the highway, where it is?
Yeah, right on the highway, right in the same location.
Well, when he started it, was there a blacktop road, do you know?
No. I don't think so. I'm not sure.
But
it might have been, I think it was paved.
Okay.
But it might have
Like
only been like one lane.
And the other
we
thing.
do have pictures later on, like in the late 30s, where it was just paved with concrete and it was 2 lanes.
Really? Wow, now it's 4 lanes. So anyway, you buy scrap metal.
Yes, anything made of metal we pay for.
Anything made of metal, okay. And so like an old gas grill, somebody could bring that in? Okay,
a old gas grill, car,
chairs,
lawn furniture. Computers, we buy electronics.
Really? Do you buy
metal
concrete?
Chairs like this?
Do you buy concrete?
No, we don't.
Okay, but
we do take it. Like
what do you
scrap
do with
concrete, we hire someone to come in and crush it.
Really?
And we resell
like a lot of people with a hammer are in there crushing it?
No. They come in with
It's not like a team of people.
Well, it's a team of people, but they come in with teams
big
of machinery.
Okay.
Yes, and they run it through the process, and it crushes it, and it comes out to it's similar to Crusher Run. But
Really?
It's called crushed concrete.
You know, I would
It's
like
used
to
as a
do
good
a
base.
show there when that's going on.
Okay, it is pretty neat.
Or
It's pretty
stream
neat.
it or
They'll-
video it or something.
They put the large chunks in one machine, and they come out as small chunks, and then they put those chunks
Like a
into
machine that
different
grinds
machine.
up stumps, but it's really
Right.
concrete.
Yeah. Pretty massive system.
Well, that machine that crushes them cars is also a pretty massive system.
Yeah.
Everything you guys do over there I find so interesting, in other words, because it's like you never think about it. Now, when you crush a car, does it end up in a cube or is it flat?
The way we do it, it ends up in a cube.
A cube.
Yeah, so it depends on the machinery that you use. Some people still crush them flat.
Okay.
But we find it easier to. Hey, how you doing?
That was
easier
Wayne Miller. He spoke
to haul them in a dump trailer if they're in a cube.
Really?
If you
What, do you
crush
set
them
'em in
flat,
there like
you have to
one
put
at a
them on a
time?
flatbed, and then with all the highway rules now, you have to wrap them in a net.
Oh, I've seen that.
And there's a lot more work to transporting them when they're crushed flat.
Okay. All right. So you crush them into a cube. I remember at the fair one year when you had a booth there.
Yes.
And you had to guess the year, make, model of the daggone
Yep.
car.
Yep.
How can anybody do
very
that
popular.
from a cube?
Some of them were total guesses, but
Really?
some of them looked very hard. They figured out
They
what
came
kind
back-
of car it was, and then they just kind of guessed on the year.
Which
We had
helped them pick the
13
color.
people guess the right
13
year, make, and
people
model.
guessed
Yes.
what that cube was.
Yeah.
Dang, I need to buy a cube off of you for the next show I go to and have it as a thing. What
But
else?
that
can
was
we-
that was out of like 1,100 people guessed. 13 of
Wow.
them got it right.
That was pretty good. 10%.
Yeah. No.
No.
1%.
1%. You can tell I'm good with numbers.
He just likes adding those extra zeros.
Yes. I have
All
to
right.
say your talents are being wasted on the radio because you
Why?
use your hands so much when
Oh,
you
I
talk.
do.
I'm glad
And the stream is down.
Yes,
The stream is down. Guess why? Bandwidth. That's the word for the day. Bandwidth, everybody. Nothing to do with our ability to stream it. Bandwidth is what it is. But it'll be up sometime by the end of the year, hopefully Monday. Are you off Monday, Brooks?
I might be.
Oh, here we go. Can't take much more verbal abuse.
No, I
So,
can't.
Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling. You're right on Route 113 in Lincoln. What's the phone number?
422-7584.
All right, we're going to be back in a couple minutes some more with Scott Fitzgerald, the infamous Scott Fitzgerald. You're listening to Weller Does Delmarva. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Stay tuned, please.
I'm Maggie Johnson from the Delaware 105.9 Weather Center. Waking up in the morning, you need accurate weather information to start your day. That's why I'm here every morning to give you the 3-day forecast for Sussex and Kent counties. You're invited to check in with us every morning on the Dan Gaffney Show and throughout your busy day for weather updates. From the Delaware 105.9 Weather Center, the area's most reliable and accurate forecast you can depend on every day on Delaware 105.9.
Remember when suddenly everyone had an iPod? Then they didn't. Now all those songs are on that thing in your pocket we used to call a phone. Remember tape, vinyl, film? If you do, let me bring you into tomorrow. I'm Dave Graveline, and I'll tell you about the all-new things that are getting cooler and cheaper, smaller and smarter too. Come into tomorrow, Sunday afternoons 1 to 3, right after Meet the Press, here on the all-new Delaware 105.9.
From the first town in the first state in the USA, we're WXDE, Lewis.
Delaware 105.9.
I'm Gary Nunn. President Obama's turning campaigner-in-chief with 3 days to go before the midterm elections.
It's the last election that will directly affect the Obama White House. The president plans weekend campaigning for candidates for governor in Michigan, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania. Spokesman Josh Earnest explained the political strategy, noting Democratic governors are
furthering the kinds of policies that the president advocates.
The president's in-person focus is on state house races because his party's Senate candidates sought distance from him and his low approval numbers. But he has has said while he's not on the ballot, it is a referendum on his agenda. Peter Mayer, CBS News, the White House.
Tickets to ride are being held by several hundred people paying $200,000 each for a 2-hour trip into space. But the future of those rides is now clouded by the crash yesterday of Virgin Galactic's Spaceship Two. Stuart Witt of Mojave Air and Spaceport was watching when a problem developed at 45,000 feet.
I knew when other things weren't happening, it wasn't because of something did happen. It was of what I was not hearing and not seeing.
One pilot was killed in the crash. Another who parachuted out of the plane was injured. Marine Sergeant Andrew Tamarisi is returning home today, ending an 8-month ordeal, jailed in Mexico for crossing the border from the U.S. with loaded guns. The Afghan war vet was diagnosed with PTSD. He was arrested 8 months ago. Former New Mexico Governor Bill Richardson has been working for his release.
It's a victory for American veterans. It's a victory for the United States.
Tamarisi was let go yesterday by a Mexican judge. He was charged with mistakenly driving across the border with guns in his vehicle. It's called double and triple dipping, veterans drawing retirement pay plus other benefits at the same time. CBS's Larry Miller.
Disabled veterans can receive 3 separate payments, and there's a call for that to be reviewed. 60,000 vets collected more than $3.5 billion last year from military retirement pay and disability benefits from both the VA and Social Security. Oklahoma Republican Senator Tom Coburn requested the review. He says with government programs facing severe financial constraints, coordination should be improved to streamline duplicate programs. Veterans groups insist that most who are paid multiple benefits are severely disabled.
Winter is staging an early season blast in the South.
Off to a very wintry note across the South. We've had snowflakes in Atlanta, Georgia, and the upstate of South Carolina, accumulating snow, the earliest on record there across northwestern South Carolina. The cold continues to come its way southward as we head through today. By Sunday morning, 40s get into South Florida for the first time since February.
WBZ TV meteorologist Eric Fisher. Several homes north of Los Angeles were evacuated as mud and debris gushed down a hillside. Ventura County Fire Captain Mike Lindberry.
We actually had mud curb to curb all the way up and down this street here for probably about 200 yards up and down the street.
This is CBS News.
I'm a carbon fiber 29er full suspension mountain bike. My owner and I are attached to the hip, literally. We were, until the apartment got robbed while he was at his vinyasa yoga class. And the burglar used me to make his getaway. My owner's gonna be uber bummed when he realizes I'm gone. I guess he'll have to find another way to get his daily dose of adrenaline. Maybe he can take up urban beekeeping.
Your stuff can't protect itself. That's why the Geico Insurance Agency helps make it easy to switch and save on renter's insurance. Renter's insurance will cover personal property loss or damage as well as provide liability protection. Visit geico.com today.
It's the most advanced technology available, engineered with over 200 million sensory receptors. Its all-terrain design is beautifully formed, weather-resistant, reliable, astonishingly high performance in even the most challenging of circumstances. And it is also the finest search technology in the world. There's nothing else quite like a search dog. Be part of the search. Go to searchdogfoundation.org to see how you can help.
A court decision could be driving up the sin tax in Sin City.
In a ruling that could hurt Nevada's many strip clubs, the state Supreme Court has ruled that dancers at one Las Vegas club are employees, not independent contractors. Under state law, that means the dancers are entitled to minimum wage. An attorney who represents the dancers says back pay to the women could reach $40 million. The Sapphire Gentlemen's Club did not return calls for comment.
CBS's Allison Harmelin. Bodies of 4 people killed when a small plane crashed into a flight training building in Wichita, Kansas, remain at the site. Authorities are determining what must be done to make the building safe to enter. A half-dozen eyewitnesses say the plane drifted to the left side of the runway just after taking off from a local airport, then made a steep left bank before going down. 5 people in the building at the time were injured. 1 remains hospitalized in serious condition. Nissan is recalling more than 1,800 Infiniti SUVs sold in the U.S. for a possible airbag problem that in a crash could propel shrapnel into the passenger compartment. Gary Nunn, CBS News.
I just can't handle the scene anymore. I wish I could find someone who's compatible with me and my values.
Come now. Keep the flame of hope burning. All you need is a visit to Geico.com, the one website devoted to ease, savings, and the long-lost art of chivalry. We'll take you by the hand and escort you through a free rate quote, shower you with policy managing and bill-paying tools, throw our coats down in mud puddles to protect your shoes, unless you think that'd be weird. Is that weird? For a free rate quote, visit geico.com.
It's the most advanced technology available. Engineered with over 200 million sensory receptors. Its all-terrain design is beautifully formed, weather-resistant, reliable, astonishingly high performance in even the most challenging of circumstances. And it is also the finest search technology in the world. There's nothing else quite like a search dog. Be part of the search. Go to searchdogfoundation.org to see how you can help. The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 105.9.
Oh my, I am back, everybody. Jim Weller here, and we are live right here inside the Greenwood Mennonite Schools auditorium. The cafeteria is full of people. They're actually over here eating also. There is an all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast going on till 9 o'clock this morning, and then, man, there is a auction, and this place is full of stuff. Want to mention one more of my sponsors here, First Class Heating and Air. I mentioned them earlier in the show, and I really like them. They do heating and air conditioning, but something else that I don't push enough, if you have a plumbing problem, or if you need a new toilet, or a new kitchen sink, or if you're doing a major remodeling, or whatever you may need, or if you got something that's dripping and you just want to get it fixed. They also do electrical work, and that's what I found interesting. They did some work at my house, and I was just surprised how they did the electric, they did the heat, they did the air, whatever needed to be done, they did. It was all their people. And that way, if I have any problems or issues, I talk to one company. So First Class Heating and Air, if you haven't had your heater serviced lately or your filter checked or whatever, I highly recommend them. 934-8900, 934-8900. On the web, it's firstclasshvac.com. You're listening to Weller Does Delmarva. We're doing the show live today right here at the Greenwood Mennonite School. Always letting people know. I've had a couple of people already send me an email or whatever about being involved with the show. So if you have a business or a product or something you want promoted, feel free to contact me. My phone number is 337-7300, 337-7300, and my email is jim@wellers.com. So anyway, folks, just want to let you know we are here live. I had started with Scott Fitzgerald from Fitzgerald's Salvage and Recycling in Lincoln, and we'll continue talking. Scott, how are you?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I'm wonderful, too. Have you had breakfast? Going to have breakfast?
I have not. I'm going to when we get done here.
All right.
And I'm going to look around to see if there's anything that I can't live
and
without.
And if you have to go, I have a real easy offer for you.
What's that?
Just leave me with a blank check.
That's I
and
don't
I'll,
mind
and I'll look out for you, I
trust
promise.
you entirely.
Well, good. I would. All right. So anyway, we were talking about Fitzgerald. So we've got Fitzgerald's is right there on the corner in Lincoln.
Yes.
And it's a big company, many things. Now, I believe it's a family. We would say a family-run company.
Yes, yes.
All right. What do you got?
My parents are still there every day, and I have an older brother and an older sister, and all of us work there.
Every day.
All, including my brother's two sons also work there. So
wow. So it is certainly.
Going into the fourth generation.
Yeah. Isn't that nice? So when you were a little kid, did you go down there and work and stuff like that? Or
I went there. I didn't do much work. But
okay.
yes,
so
I
nothing's
was always
different
there.
now. You got that one, didn't you? All right.
Yeah, it's pretty much
you didn't
the
agree
same.
with me. Oh, now it's agreeing even. All right. All right. So anyway, but so it's the time of year. A lot of people maybe are cleaning up their yard and want to get rid of some stuff or something like that. I guess when the summer ends and grass starts dying, it's when you might, if you have some junk in your backyard, you may notice it.
Yes, you could.
So,
you could.
but
anything in lawnmowers, barbecue grills.
Even like an old push mower?
Yeah, push mowers. As long as it's metal, we'll take it.
Really? Yeah. Wow. Okay. So grills, push mowers, you say computers?
Yes.
Okay. Gosh, not cell phones.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. They're not worth very much because they're
Okay.
so small. They don't weigh very much, but they do get recycled.
That's right, because everything you buy by weight.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, let's go from the buy side. You buy things. You sell parts.
Yes.
Okay. Now, do you sell, let me ask this question. Do you sell, like if a guy needed a piece of metal?
Yes.
Really? So, like if somebody was a welder or a fabricator, or if you needed a piece of metal or something like that.
Yep, we sell that.
You know something?
We're not laid out in the sense that you couldn't walk in and we wouldn't have all of the material that you
Right,
need lined
you
up.
got to look at
But
what you have and
if
say
you-
that I can make that work.
If you could look around and see if we have anything that could work, then yeah, we would sell it. That's no problem.
Well, you want to know something odd? You got me that my wife really liked.
What's that?
A piece of glass out of a vehicle.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you got me, I think, a window out of a vehicle.
Yep.
And then my wife broke it.
Yep.
And made a mosaic out of it.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
I have a lot more broken glass.
Oh,
if,
really?
If she would like to make some
She
more.
could come get it by the piece.
I would
Bring
be-
a vacuum cleaner.
I could deliver a truckload. If
Oh,
you'd like.
really? Okay. So anyway, but that was kind of neat. In other words, so it's a little bit of everything. So it's kind of recycling has become a big thing now.
Oh, yeah.
People are very passionate about it. We're starting to be better stewards of the earth and the environment than we used to be. But Fitzgerald's has been doing this for years and years. In all reality, you guys were way ahead of the curve.
Yes, it was going on long before I was born. So,
Really?
Yes.
Yep, I remember as a kid, I used to work across the street there, and it was called Maypop Tire Company, and your mom and dad lived, you lived right next door.
Yep.
And I remember, going over there and watching that machine crush them cars and stuff like that. I really want to come and video or stream that someday. It's such an interesting thing. Do you still pull the motor out?
Usually, not always, but usually. Depends
Okay.
on the car. If it's a small motor, sometimes it's easier to crush with the motor in.
Okay.
Bigger cars usually have to have the motor pulled out. So
Wow.
it depends. Each car is different.
Wow. I want to come watch the concrete grinding.
All right. I'll let
someday.
you know when that happens.
Okay. Now, what do you do with that concrete? Do they take it away?
No, we sell it.
You sell it. So
Yes.
if I want a bunch of crushed up concrete, I need to
Yes.
get on the waiting list.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And so
We
if
have
a person
some available right now, actually.
Do you really? I could actually buy it today.
Yeah.
Okay, before noon.
Yep.
Okay, but the concrete thing is where if somebody busts up a sidewalk or something like that, and they just don't know where to get rid of the concrete, you're saying they can load it up and bring it there and pay you to take it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, another odd little question. Do you have used tires for sale?
Yes, we do.
Really? And what about, like, say somebody loses a hubcap?
We do wholesale a lot of our tires.
Do you really?
But
Okay.
some of the ones that aren't good enough to wholesale, we
Okay.
have available.
Onesies or something like that.
Yes, and
Okay.
they might not be perfect. They might not be great, but we sell them really cheap.
Okay. So it's kind of like, if you need a spare or if it's a second or third car and you just don't want to spend a lot.
Yeah.
You're saying you have tires.
Yes.
But let's say somebody hits a pothole or something and bends a wheel or loses a hubcap. What about that?
Yeah, we sell those. Hubcaps can be hard to find sometimes because there's so many different kinds nowadays.
Yeah, there is.
But we do sell them, and
Wow.
we can usually find, as long as it's original equipment.
Okay.
Wheel cover, we could usually find one even if we don't have it. We could find
Wow.
one somewhere for
On
you.
your locator line.
Yes.
Wow. So what is it, 422-7584?
Yes, 422-7584.
And you got a website?
Yes, FitzgeraldsOnline.com.
Could you spell Fitzgerald's for us?
FitzGeralds online.com.
Wow. And that's online?
Yes.
You're using the World Wide Web there in Lincoln?
Yes, the interwebs.
The interwebs, okay. Anything else you want to say?
I'm glad to be here. Looks like they have a good crowd, and I hope they can raise some money for the school.
Well, can we switch gears for just a minute?
Sure.
You're involved with Crossroad Community Church?
Yes, I am.
Anything special going on there this weekend?
This week, well, there's things special going on every weekend.
All the time, okay. You have 4 services?
Yes, we have 4 services.
Saturday
night at 7 and Sunday morning at 8, 9:30, and 11.
Okay.
And we are getting ready to break ground hopefully soon.
Okay.
On a big addition, so that's exciting.
Racquetball court?
No
more
racquetball
church.
court.
What am I thinking? Okay, so going to be a minor addition coming up.
Maybe not so
noticeable.
minor, but
Okay.
yes, I think you would probably notice it if you happen
All
to
right.
ride by.
You've been going there for a few years?
About 5 years now.
Wow, you sing?
Yes, I do.
Yep, you do pretty good at it. I've watched you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. That's nice
All
of you
right,
to
so anybody who wants to come to Crossroad Community Church, you would be more than welcome to say, come see us.
Yep, and you can sit next to me if you want.
Really? All right. And pretty, I would say, how would you describe it? A very friendly church?
I believe so, yes.
Yep, very
Yes.
friendly. Kind of come as you are, but, be respectful.
Yep.
And,
It's
and so
everyone is welcome. There are
Don't have to
people
wear a
that
suit
wear
and tie or anything,
Yeah, there are
you
people
know,
that
but-
wear t-shirts and shorts, and some people come in suit and tie. So
Okay. So a little bit for
everyone
everybody.
is welcome. Everyone is
Very
comfortable.
family-friendly.
Yes,
Things for the
yes.
kids.
Yeah, a lot of young people, a lot of
Yep.
family, a lot of kids.
A lot of youth-related things.
Yes.
Okay.
We have a very active youth group.
Very active.
Yes.
Okay. Well, most youth are very active.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Nothing else that I can think of.
All right. Well, thank you very much for being on the show. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Thank
that
you.
was Scott Fitzgerald, everybody, from Fitzgerald's in Lincoln. Good family-run business. Good group of people. I like them. Oh, did you forget something else? Use the microphone if you would. Oh.
I brought some
T-shirts
T-shirts for you to give away.
Oh, really? Okay.
If you're interested.
All right.
And now that I've said it on the radio, you have to.
I have to get more interested. Okay. Are these new or used?
They're new.
Brand
They're
new.
Yes, they are not
Okay.
recycled. They are
All
brand
right,
new.
so we got to figure out a way to give these T-shirts away. I'm going to send them back to the
Most
store.
of them are
Look
kids'
at this
shirts.
one.
Yes.
I could give this to my granddaughter.
You have
Can
to
I have
describe
one?
it because you're on the radio. No one can see
Okay.
what you're looking at.
Yeah, this is a Fitzgerald's T-shirt. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, they're little aluminum cans riding bikes and playing.
Wow.
And they're all jumping into the recycling bin.
And then it says a Fitzgerald's T-shirt, absolutely free, no purchase necessary. Come into Weller's to get a Fitzgerald's T-shirt. How's that? All right. Thank you, Scott. Unless Harry wants one. All right, folks, we are live right here on the radio. I got to keep remembering that. I do want to mention my copier guy. He's probably listening and saying, are you going to mention me? I'm going to mention you, Rick. You're a really good guy. Rick Fowler, No Nonsense Office Machines, has been a real good supporter of my show, and I want to say thank you. And he works on our copiers and takes care of our toner and just about everything but the paper. So does a good job, keeps us rolling. Our copier's kind of set up that you can print from just about anywhere in the building.
Yep.
The only thing it doesn't do is walk it back to you. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. And
Haven't got that program.
He's got to get that program designed. But if you need a copier, you need one serviced, you need a new one, you need a used one, you need any advice. If you're buying a copier, you want to get more than one opinion, I'd highly recommend you talk to him. He also sells tablets. He sells computers. He sells laptops. He also works on gaming systems. He's been around for like 30 years, and he's a really good business. No Nonsense Office Machines. 856-7381, 856-7381. Tell him Jim Weller sent you. In fact, say, listen, I got something I want worked on, and Jim said you might give me a little discount if I mention his show, and he may do something for you on the labor if you need something worked on. I've mentioned it before, so I've never got in trouble yet. So I want to mention these little juicy things. Can we?
Sure.
This is another thing I think you're selling for less than you should. Everything we're selling here, you can go online and find it for more. Okay?
Absolutely.
In other words, this is where I struggle, that we have to sell it for less than online. You would think that a store would be more than online, not less than online. But these are earbuds. Is that right there?
That's correct.
Almost called you Colin. Is that right there, Brooks?
That is
Colin,
correct.
if you're listening, good morning. Anyway, I wanted to say these are juicy earbuds, and they're just like, they look like chiclets or something.
That's
right?
right.
Something
That's exactly
that
what they
resembles,
look like.
Right. So anyway, and you put them in your ear and you plug them into something and you listen to things. Or you can zone people out. Is that right?
Sure.
Because if you don't have enough bandwidth, they probably won't work. So anyway, they are, what are they, like $8 or $9 online? Well, no, I guess they're not $8 or $9. They're $7.74 online.
Yep.
What are you selling them for?
$4.75.
Let's do a Brooks Ritter special right here, right now.
Sure.
You want to or not?
Absolutely.
Can you take it?
I can take it.
Anybody that wants one of these, Brooks will pay for it, and you can have it. Is that a good deal?
Sounds like a great deal. I might just have to borrow some money, Jim.
No, that's not the deal, folks. That was a joke, everybody. That was a joke. Okay? Brooks about panicked over there.
Oh.
He was all excited up to that comment.
The sweat was starting
Let's
to be.
do this. They're $4.75. Let's make it this way. Let's sell you how many? Two for $5. Let's do it that way. $4.75 each, or two of them for $5. And here's where this is really a great idea. Hey there, Danny. This is where this is really a good idea. If you have kids and they're always listening to music that you don't like, this is what you should buy them. In other words. So anyway, you want to say a word? No. Okay, that was Danny Humphreys. No, he does not want to say anything on the radio, all right? But he's a real good guy. Anyway, these are going to be $4.75 each, or you can have two pair for $5. Now, how long is this special good for?
That's a good question.
All right.
I was going to say 1 o'clock today. Let's get somebody
1 o'clock
in the
today.
store.
Now, are you talking 1 in the morning, or are you talking
1
1 in the
o'clock
afternoon?
p.m.
Let's
1
be more
o'clock
specific.
PM.
All right, so Brooks Ritter is saying this. You can get 2 sets of these earbuds for $5, and my point was if you have kids or you have grandkids and they're always listening to something that kind of gets on your nerves, this is a great way to help yourself.
Sure.
Give them these earbuds and say, listen to that music on your earbuds. Not saying I have any grandkids that do that. I'm just saying it's just a great idea, okay?
Or you could come in and get one of these tablets and the earbuds, plug the earbuds into the tablet, then send them off, have them play some games, and
That's right.
You can get some stuff done, get the dishes done, get the wash done, all that good stuff.
So you're doing all that for Jessica.
Absolutely.
The dishes and the wash.
And cooking.
All right. Okay, and cooking.
Yep.
All right, so anyway, folks, earbuds, 2 for $5 or $4.75 at Weller's in Bridgeville, today only up till 1 o'clock. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, so folks, you're listening to us. We are actually live right here inside the Greenwood Mennonite School. Weller does Delmarva, and there's a lot of people here, a lot of people looking at us. There's a lot of stuff for sale. A lot of people are eating, and I want to let you know it's a great event. So if you're listening and you've never been here, just come. Come on out, hang out for the auction, bid on stuff. You don't even have to buy anything unless you're the winning bidder, but it's a lot of fun. And it's for a good cause, and we'd love to see you. Also, I had mentioned earlier, I've had a couple contacts already this morning. If you are listening and you own a business and you would like to be on this show or be involved with me in any way, shape, or form, you feel free to give me a call, and we'll figure out a way to help get you noticed. It's 337-7300, 337-7300, or jim@wellers.com. Also, if you're listening to the show and you're enjoying it, or you don't enjoy it, or you have some suggestions, constructive criticism is what I call it, shoot me an email, jim@wellers.com, or on Facebook, just a direct message. But if you're listening and you like it, I'd like to know. We have no idea what's going on other than all these people here seem pretty happy that we're here. So
absolutely.
Other than that, I wanted to let you know that I got another guest coming on here right after the 8:30. Mark is Shelton Schwarzentrooper from Delmarva Roofing and Coating, real good local company, and we're going to talk all about what the services they offer and what they do. And if you want one of these free T-shirts, all you got to do is stop into Weller's today. Now, I guess we got to wait till we get there because they're here right now.
That's correct.
I guess if you're coming here, come on over to the table and get yourself a Weller Does Delmarva mug, coffee mug, and one of these Fitzgerald's T-shirts absolutely free. Then when Brooks gets back to Bridgeville, 9:30, 9:45, the T-shirts will be free there.
It might be more like 10.
10.
Yeah.
Okay, because he's probably going to hit that pancake breakfast in there. But anyway, folks, I wanted to also mention another one of my good friends. It's Dave and Jeannie Morgan. And if you're listening, you say, I've heard you talk about them before. Yeah, they're really good people for starters, but they sell some products. And if you're listening and you say, I'm just always feeling a little fatigued, or I want to kind of get a little more conscious of my weight, detoxifying is a big thing nowadays. People are starting to realize that it's real. So, if you always feel a little bloated or things aren't moving through you just like you'd like, they got this really good shake. It's like a protein shake. It's only 100 calories. It's full of fiber. And they just have a lot of different products. So if you want to talk to them, they're real nice, honest, friendly people. Give them a call at 422-8315, 422-8315. On the web, it's getnaturalbodywraps.com. And then on Facebook, it's Delaware Wrap and Tone, also on Facebook. Dave and Jeannie Morgan, 422-8315. I highly recommend you just give them a call and talk to them a little bit and see what they have to offer. So, wanted to remind you that Brooks Ritter is going to be in sales today at Weller's in Bridgeville. He won't be there till about 10. But his brother Brandon will be there when? He's probably there now,
probably there,
right?
opened up now.
Ready to go. 337-8228 is the number if you want to just test the phone lines. Just test them. If you're listening right now, just call 337-8228 and say, hey, I just wanted to test the phone lines and make sure you were awake and open and so on and so forth.
Or if you get there, just go there, and if the door's locked, just knock until they answer it.
Yeah, endlessly. Blow your horn. Blow your horn. Knock on the door. Get their attention somehow.
Yeah, make them do something this morning.
Yeah, make them do something because Brooks is not there. Is that right?
Absolutely.
All right. So anyway, folks, we're here. Oh, gosh, I would say there's a mess of people here. I do see Dave Wilson over there somewhere and Richard Lindale. Those are the two different people going to be auctioning. A lot of fun. Going to start at 9 o'clock. There's also whatever you bid is what you pay, which is kind of an also neat thing. In other words, now they take checks. They take credit cards, I believe. I think so, and they take cash. If you cannot make it, if you would just swing by, drop off your cash or your check and say, here's my limit. I don't want to spend over $5 grand, $10 grand, $1 grand, $100, whatever. We will bid for you. We will buy something interesting for you, and not all auctions make that offer. This is a very rare offering we're making right here. It's like a rare coin. So if you're listening and you say, you know, I've never had anybody make that offer before, I'm making it. I'm going to be here all day, most likely, unless I change my mind and I'm not here all day. But as long as I don't change my mind, I'll be here all day, and I can bid on things for you. You can get a bidder number, and we'll bid for you. And if you say, Jim, just get me some stuff, and I want to spend $100, want to support the school, we can offer that service for you. That's a service that we offer. There's no extra charge for offering. It's absolutely free. I'll personally do that for you myself, and I'll get you something really neat and interesting. There is homemade things. There is handmade things. There's a gun safe. There's a gun. I see, what's that called? A deer stand. And if you don't hunt, use it for taking pictures or something like that. But there's just a lot of things. There's also a silent auction, too. A silent auction is a lot different than a live auction. In other words, silent auction is where you're silent. You just use an ink pen or a pencil to do your bidding. But that's also an interesting thing, too. They have that. I see some antique things, some furniture that looks a little bit weathered and tarnished, so we're going to use the word antique for that. And then there's these class projects, too. So there's a lot of stuff here. It's a lot of fun. It's a fundraiser, which means it goes to help offset the operational cost of the school. So we are live right here at the Greenwood Mennonite School on Mennonite School Road in Greenwood, Delaware. Brooks, can we mention this other item you want to give away for free?
Sure.
What in the world did you guys call that thing? It's 4 things we're giving away free. Right?
Yes.
Well, you got to clear your throat on that free stuff.
Yes, my throat's
okay.
Yeah, we don't use that word too often.
Right.
But it is a 4-piece
accessory
accessory
kit. Did you
kit.
take my note? I must have thrown it away as soon as.
Yeah,
all right, keep
I
talking.
shredded it when I walked through the door.
Hey, don't forget to set your clocks back, everybody.
Absolutely.
Back.
But it's a 4-piece accessory kit for a Sony PSP.
Sony PSP. I got to believe these are rare. Hard to find.
Absolutely. I know I had a hard time finding them. But it has a lock.
And who's looking? I didn't mean to say that. All right, anyway.
An anti-glare thing.
Anti-glare, okay. So you could wear it on your head if you're bald. Keep
it
going.
also has a cleaner for where you put the little cartridge and stuff.
Okay.
There's one other piece, but I honestly
don't even know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
So they get one of these little portal locks?
Yeah, that's in that
This
kit.
is the most neatest thing. Mm-hmm. It's like got a little combination to it. It's got this little thin wire that locks back into the lock because you could use this for other things.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could lock down an entire city with this thing if you had to.
I don't know if I would make that statement, but
okay.
you could lock down some other stuff.
So you get all 4 pieces, right?
Yes.
Okay, and these are invaluable.
Absolutely. I
They're
saw
so
them
valuable
online for
we're giving them away, right?
$29.99.
What?
I said I saw them online for $29.99.
$29.99. Now that's for all 4 of them.
Sure.
So what are we going to charge for them if we're giving them away free?
I think that's $0.
Okay, so what do they got to do this?
They got to come in
Just
and
give
ask
us their name,
for
address,
Brooks.
social security number, what?
Just come in, ask for Brooks.
And that's it?
That's it.
And you're just going to give them one?
Absolutely.
Okay. When?
Today.
Starting at 10 o'clock?
Well, I guess they can ask for Brandon. I'll let them ask for Brandon from 9 to 10, but then ask for Brooks after 10.
Okay.
Have you seen the big guy there?
So you're literally saying somebody can drive in the building and say, I want one of them. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm just going to resell it on eBay, and you're saying that's fine?
That's fine.
Take it. Get rid of it.
Start your Christmas shopping early.
Early at Weller's in Bridgeville.
Absolutely.
All right. So anyway, we're right on Route 13. We're the place that has trailers all over the place. Is that right?
That's correct.
We've been moving trailers and cutting grass this week. It looks really, really good out there.
Yes.
I like it.
That is a huge.
You know how hard
deal.
it was to get the grass to go through the floorboards of a trailer?
It took a lot of practice.
That took a lot of practice. All right, folks, look, we're going to take a commercial break. We will be right back, and I'm going to have Sheldon Schwarzentrooper. He has some breaking news. He's going to have to make it up in the meantime, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes. All right, stay tuned.
Hi, this is Dan Gaffney inviting you to make lasting memories when we take a 7-day Eastern Caribbean cruise leaving from Baltimore April 19th. This is my personal invitation to you to join me as we go to Grand Turk, Half Moon Key in the Bahamas, Freeport in the Bahamas, and enjoy all the amenities on board the Carnival Pride. The folks at Bethany Travel Dream Vacations have put together a great package. You can cruise for 7 days. Of course, this includes all the port charges and meals, 24-hour room service for as little as $788. Upgrading to a balcony cabin in the low 900s. Based on double occupancy, it's going to be a great trip. April 19th, set sail with me on Delaware 1059. This 7-day cruise brought to you in part by Winner of Dover, winnerdover.com. Winner Ford, Hyundai, Subaru, and Volkswagen. For more information and to book, call Bethany Travel at 933-0955.
Update. I'm Gary Nunn. Control of the U.S. Senate is on the line in the forthcoming midterm elections. President Obama's not on the ballot, but his policies are. Political strategist Greg Valliere says there's an abundance of tight races, but
the two key ones would be in Colorado and Iowa. If the Republicans take the Senate seats in those two states, they probably will win the entire Senate.
CBS political director John Dickerson.
States like Iowa, Colorado, North Carolina, New Hampshire, those are more battleground states, and those will give us some sense of how the Republican message plays. Is it only working on the home field turf of those Republican states, or is it breaking into those battleground states? The reason that's important is that creates the structure for governing, because Republicans can then say our ideas are winning across the land, and it also begins the conversation about 2016.
President Obama campaigns today in Michigan, tomorrow in Connecticut and Pennsylvania, trying to encourage Democrats to show up at the polls next Tuesday. CBS News Update, I'm Gary Nunn.
Hi, I'm John Atkins, your representative in Dover, and I work hard to make sure we get results for the 41st District. Whether it's more money for the Gumboro Community Center, Nanticoke Indian Association, Indian River Senior Center, paving roads, securing major funding for our volunteer fire companies, or bringing 700 new jobs to the 41st District, I get results that we cannot afford to lose. I'm asking for your vote so that we can continue to preserve our way of life in the 41st District.
Paid for by Friends to re-elect John Atkins.
Your new Goodyear Tire Pros and Service Network facility, Ocean Area Tire, next to Harris Teeter in Long Neck, offers a 29-point safety inspection. Check your belt and tire traction now, before you hit the wet winter roads. Ocean Area Tire offers free battery, alignment, and diagnostic code checks. Ocean Area Tire, the largest Goodyear on the shore, with over 4,000 tires in stock. Now till November 30th, enjoy an $80 rebate or $160 rebate on your Goodyear credit card on the purchase of new tires at their Long Neck, Ocean View, and Ocean Pines locations. Ocean Area Tires offers the utmost in quality service and customer respect. Their tire team will listen to your concerns and service your vehicle with their state-of-the-art equipment in their 7-bay full-service facility. Kid-friendly play area, nearby stores and eateries. Stop by Ocean Area Tire next to Harris Teeter, Route 24 Long Neck, open 7 days a week. Towing and courtesy shuttle available. Goodyear Tire locations also in Ocean View and Ocean Pines.
TrueCar is changing car buying forever. I'm John Batchelor. TrueCar helps car buyers get rid of the fear that they might overpay. Just in the first 6 months of this year, over 275,000 cars were sold by the TrueCar Certified Dealer Network, and TrueCar users save an average of $3,221 off MSRP. When you're ready to buy a car, just follow these 3 easy steps. First, go to TrueCar.com to find out what others paid for the car you want. Then, register to see upfront pricing information and lock in your savings. Third step is simple. Just print out your savings certificate and take it to the TrueCar certified dealer for a better, hassle-free car buying experience. Some features not available in all states. To see how much you can save on the car you want, simply download the TrueCar mobile app or visit TrueCar.com today. That's TrueCar.com.
When was the last time you had your computer serviced? If it's been over a year, it may be too long. At C&J Computers, we have tune-up packages starting at $80. We check the overall health of your system and optimize it to run like it should. Computer service should never cost more than the system is worth. If it's not worth repair, we'll tell you. We even have affordable use systems. Service charges rarely exceed $140. For Syngenta Computers, located in downtown Milford, look for the green C&J at 106 Northwest Front Street or call 422-7007.
When you have something good, hold on to it. People know and appreciate our Senator Bob Venables and all he's done for our quality of life. A family man who's one of us. Ask anyone who knows him, and they'll tell you that Senator Venables is a man of integrity, conservative, thoughtful, respected. Vote for our Senator Bob Venables.
This is Senator Bob Venables, and I'd appreciate your vote on Tuesday, November the 4th. Paid for by Venables for Senate Committee.
The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 1059.
He can steer the ship. All right, everybody, I am back. Man, the place is full of people. We're having a good time. And I'm going to jump right into my next guest, Sheldon Schwarzentrooper. Good morning, Sheldon.
Good morning, Jim. Good to be here.
How's it going?
It's going wonderful.
Good. Would you say this place is busy?
Yeah. We got a good crowd. Breakfast is going on, and a lot of items here.
Yeah, there is.
Probably more than previous years. So.
You know, I was thinking the same thing. I didn't want to. Yep, I didn't want to brag too much, but and there's you can go here and spend the night or there, and
yep.
I think last year I bought a week at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina here.
Okay, I think I bid against you, actually.
Yeah, and I just took that trip and really enjoyed it. So that was something that I bought here last year.
Yep.
Took my wife and I took my daughter and grandkids and son-in-law, and we went down and stayed right in like a condo right on the beach. So there's all kinds of stuff here. I don't know if that's here again this year, but there's just all kinds of stuff. Now, you own Delmarva Roofing and Coating, is that right?
I do. I have a partner, and me and my partner own Delmarva Roofing and Coating.
Okay.
Yep.
And been in business a few years?
We've been in business since 1988.
Wow, you guys must have started right out of high school.
26 years, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
We grew up across the field from each other as farm boys. And
that's Verl, right?
That's Verl.
Verl
sleigh ball, yes.
Right.
Yeah. And started the business, and it's been going
So
great
you two have been in business from day one?
From day one.
Meaning you've been partners from the very beginning?
Exactly. And most partnerships don't last that long.
I agree.
We've had...
marriages don't last that long.
That's exactly
you know it?
right.
I mean, as terrible as that sounds.
We've had a good
run of it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the way I view it is I think you handle the managerial side of things, and I think Verl's right out there hands-on with the guys.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So you've got it on one end if you call and you want to quote on something or you want to talk about roofing. Now, I do need to clarify, Delmarva Roofing, I'm going to explain what I think you do, and then you correct me. Is that all right?
Sure.
I believe you do what I call rubber roofs, in other words.
Yes.
And I think rubber roofs are really good for difficult situations. You got a little area where you've had this part of the roof and you added this room on or something, and you just always got that roof leak you can't get. But you don't do shingle roofing.
Right. We do not do shingle. For the most part, we don't do residential roofing. We do mostly commercial
stuff,
roofing, industrial, strip malls, shopping centers, fast food places, those types of things.
Okay. I know there at my building in Lincoln, actually, not too long ago, you did the balcony.
Yes.
In other words, water would lay there all the time, and it started rotting the wood and stuff like that. And you came in and ripped it all off and fixed it and put a new thing on that. And that building, actually, my building in Lincoln, folks, if you're wondering what they do, there's a big building there, a 2-story building. I bet that roof's over 20 years old that you did on that building.
Pretty close to it. Pretty close to it. Yep.
So it's almost paid for. I'm almost on my last roof payment. But mainly what you do is commercial work.
Commercial work. We also have the only residential part that we do is a product that's called DuraDeck.
Okay.
Which is a roofing system that's installed mostly on 2-story decks. The best way,
you mean where you would stand?
Where you would walk. The best way to describe it is it's a roof you can walk on.
Okay.
It's put down similar to linoleum in your kitchen.
Really?
Comes in like 15, 16 different colors and prints. And so it's really it's kind of a high-end product. We do a lot of work down.
Well, it may be high-end, but I guess if you amortize it out for the life of it.
Oh, yeah.
Then all of a sudden it's a bargain.
And so, it looks like a floor.
Okay.
But it keeps your building watertight.
Wow.
So we do a lot of work in Ocean City, Rehoboth, Lewis, particularly at the coast areas.
Wow. So what if somebody has a deck?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And it has what, 2x6, 2x10 boards already? Yep. You put this right over top of that? Or do you put like something else down?
Yeah, generally that wood deck would need to come off.
Okay.
And then for the most part, we would put down maybe a new layer of plywood.
Okay.
And then our DuraDeck product gets glued directly to the plywood, just like linoleum would in your kitchen floor.
Okay. And so do you have to constantly stain this or paint it?
No. It's pretty much maintenance free. You might want to pressure wash it once a year.
Really?
Something like that.
Okay, so you're putting something down that it's like if you're at a point you've had a deck and the floor's a little rotten or the boards, the sun's got them to knurl up or something like that.
Exactly.
And you say, I'm tired of stumping my toe.
No, it's a great looking product.
Many colors?
It's many colors. It's a PVC.
Okay.
Which,
would be the same as somebody's lawn furniture nowadays.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
But, it's we've had pretty good success with it. We started installing that probably, I'm guessing, 15 years ago. We saw it at a trade show in California and brought it to the East Coast here, and it's been a very successful part of our business.
Wow.
We have 2 crews every day that all they do is just install door deck.
That's something.
And that's aside from our commercial roofing side of things.
So the commercial roofing would be if you're involved in a organization, you're the maintenance guy, or you own a building or own a business, or you're looking to buy a building or something like that, and you want the roof looked at, and you want to look at the value of a rubber roof. It's more like an investment. In other words,
it is. It's
like
amazing how many people will remodel the inside of their building first, and then all of a sudden they discover they should have taken care of the roof
first.
We also do a lot of metal roof restoration, where we'll take a metal roof and apply a coating system to the seams. All the fastener heads get caulked, and so we create.
You did a building for me. I just remembered this.
Yeah, I think we probably
I have a
did.
building in Greenwood.
Yep.
That you did the roof. I bet that was 10 years ago.
Probably.
I forgot all about that. Wow.
And with the metal roofs, we can pretty much match any kind of color you want. We prefer white.
Yep.
White reflects your heat, keeps the building cooler. But we have 900 different colors that we can match. If you want it green or if you want it blue or whatever, we can match your metal roof.
So you offer a few more services than I thought. In other words, and I forgot I had dealt with them all before. But so we've got the rubber roof, which is like a flat roof.
Yep.
And because I think you put it down and then you heat it up and it seals together. I mean, it's almost like when you're all done, no matter how big the roof is, it's almost seamless.
It is seamless.
It is seamless. Okay.
It has seams, and yet the seams are welded together.
Okay.
It's a vulcanized weld where it actually goes through a heat and actually melts together,
amazing?
and the seam becomes stronger than the actual material itself.
Wow.
So it's a pretty
It's
incredible,
a permanent fix.
Permanent fix. And we've done a lot of work for companies in the areas, IG Burton's, Playtex, a lot of your bigger companies, Dents Block, Hawk, and Milford. So
now, is the majority of your work brand new buildings, or more like, nope, it's time to fix this roof and we need to do it right?
Well, we do some of both.
And
right now we're probably at about 60-40.
Okay.
60% would probably be retrofit, what we call a retrofit roof, where the existing roof is just wore out.
Okay.
We do about 40% brand new construction, new buildings going up. So, we do both.
We
work with architects and all that type of thing. So.
And what I would say is, in other words, if somebody were to call you and deal with you, what they're getting that they might not be getting from a guy who's been in business a year or 2 or 5 years?
Well, you're getting a lot of experience. We've been through the rough times, and everybody that's in the roofing business, whether they admit it or not, has been through some rough times.
Yes, they have.
Roofing is not one of those professions that is real glamorous a lot of times, and yet I feel if it's handled professionally and done in a professional way, it can be a professional business.
Right.
And we have tried to do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, everybody I know that works for you and works with you is, happy and pleased, and you support the community. Not only that, but, to be in business 20-some years nowadays is no small accomplishment. I mean, it's like, we've been through ups and downs, and we've learned how to survive without giving up integrity to do that.
Yep. You're exactly right. Right.
All right, so it's Sheldon Schwarzentrooper, Delmarva Roofing and Coating. Is there a website?
There is a website, delmarvaroofing.com.
Delmarvaroofing.com.
Or you can call the office at 302-349-5174.
All right, 349-5174. Free estimates, I presume?
Free estimates, yep. Be glad to talk to you. If you want literature or anything, just give me a call.
Okay.
And we will...
And I almost believe if somebody's getting some work done, it's worth getting more than one quote.
Oh yeah,
so
absolutely.
Give you a call and
absolutely,
and you might tell real quick these guys know what they're doing.
Exactly.
So. All right.
Exactly.
Well, thank you very much for being on. Now,
Sure.
Can I just switch gears just for a minute?
Sure.
Greenwood Mennonite School.
Yes.
We're here today
Here
supporting
today.
an event. What is your connection to the school?
Well, actually, right at the present time, I'm chairman of the school board here.
Okay.
So I graduated from here.
Okay.
Went to school here, graduated, and then started my business. And so I'm very well connected to the school. I've been a part of the school for all my life.
Wow.
Actually, my dad was on the school board here. So,
Really?
So I've got a lot of history here.
I would say you
And,
do.
I feel pretty strong about Christian education, and I would strongly suggest, if you're interested at all, look someone up and
come kick the tires.
See what we have to offer. Sure.
Right. And this is a school that you're still allowed to pray in school?
Still allowed to what?
Pray.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Every day. Every day.
I mean, as odd as that sounds,
play.
no, we take that for granted, prayer in
no,
school.
exactly.
I mean, in other words, as Christian people, but I mean, we're living in a day and time where it's becoming a rare thing.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It is becoming a rare thing. And
the absence of prayer could be the absence of blessings.
Exactly.
So I think it's kind of important.
So we just want to be a blessing to the community here with the school. And like I said, check us out, see if we have something that would be willing to work with you on.
Right. So, all right. Well, thank you very much, Sheldon.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Folks, you're listening to me, Jim Weller, right here at the Greenwood Mennonite School. Dave Wilson. Can we get one word with Dave Wilson? We won't go into politics with Dave. We're not going to talk politics. We're going to talk business. How's that? I don't know how to turn the mic back on. It's been turned off here. We are going to talk to Dave Wilson. Here you go, Dave. He is one of our auctioneers here today. Is that right?
That's correct.
And
Jim, thanks for having us here.
Well, thanks for coming. In other words, you are a state representative, but more than that, you're a businessman. Wilson's Auction.
That's correct.
How long you been in business?
Since 1971.
So you was a teenager.
I was a teenager.
Wow.
21 I went in
1971.
business.
Isn't it amazing? It is getting harder and harder to find companies that have been in business 20, 30 years, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just almost impossible to survive that long.
Young businesses getting started today with the regulations, it takes more to get started.
Correct.
And just entrepreneurship's going to be a thing of the past.
It really is, in other words, But so you have Wilson's Auction, and you have a car auction on Tuesday nights,
Yes,
right?
Every Tuesday, auto auction.
And then is it every Saturday?
Every Saturday at 10 o'clock, we have a Saturday consignment sale.
Right there at the Lincoln
Wilson's
facility.
Auction, Lincoln.
But then also, you're everywhere doing auctions also.
Well, we do public auctions on site.
Right.
We do construction, equipment sales, real estate sales. So that's kind of 52 weeks a year. We stay busy and do a lot of benefit auctions.
Right.
Donate our services for.
And I appreciate that because, not only do you have a business that serves the community, but you give back to the community.
Well, the community's been good to us. We wouldn't have been in business 40-plus years if it wasn't for the community. So we're glad to support the community. They're our backbones that we wouldn't be in business if it wasn't
They really
for the great
are, aren't
community.
they?
Right?
Yep. And then
you know what it is.
I know. I've been around.
Here.
Yeah, I was tall and thin when I started with a full head of hair. Gravity and life and everything else has took over. All right, well, Dave, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
All right, and I'm going to enjoy bidding with you here today.
I hope so.
Take a Weller Does Delmarva mug while you're at it.
Thank you, Jim. Great to be with you.
Folks, that was Dave Wilson from Wilson's Auction. Good friend of mine, good local businessman, and does a good job for our community, and I appreciate him very much. Now, folks, you've been listening to Weller Does Delmarva. Brooks, have I missed anything?
I don't think so. I think you've hit everything other than maybe one more spot for us.
Oh, that's right. What do you want to talk about? You're going to be down there by 10. The store's already open now.
That's correct.
3378228 is the phone number.
Wellers.com is the web address.
If you want to, don't forget the tablets. Man, they make a great Christmas gift, don't they?
Do. And right now, they're such a great deal.
Yeah, they're not going to go up, are they?
No, I don't think so.
Not
We actually have a package put together.
Do you really?
That you could come up. You can get a tablet. You can get a case for the tablet. It has a little keyboard.
I got one of them here. I want to show you something neat about this. You probably already know it, but I ordered these, not Brooks, folks. All right, but this case, I don't know if it's leather or plastic or whatever you want to call it, okay, or look like leather.
Yeah.
Pleather. Anyway, but here's what's neat. It has a keyboard built into it.
Absolutely.
Now, isn't that cool?
That is cool.
In other words, so you get the tablet, and then you can get one of these cases. And what's this little thing here called?
Stylus.
A stylus, okay? Yeah. Anyway, so you get all of that. What else do you get? Do you get
the
juicy earbuds?
Juicy earbuds, the tablet,
and the case.
all for $97.50.
Are you sure? That's under $100 for everything.
Under $100.
This case has got to be a $25, $30 item.
Absolutely. That's what they sell for online. Now, the case separately we have for sale at the store for $19.75. So the deal's already better than online.
That's a really good deal.
So now we're putting all three pieces together and you're getting an even better deal.
But this being cheaper than online is not the norm for businesses.
It's not the norm, but we like to
be not the norm.
Yeah, we don't want to be normal. We want to be different. We want to go out and find deals, and we want to be able to pass the deals on to you.
Right.
We don't want to just find something. Oh, it sells for this. Let's sell it for this.
Right.
We want to pass our because you're a great buyer. You find things.
Oh, I love finding things too.
And
here's Pat. So I am going to let him say something here in just a second, real quick, if he wants to. This is Pat Emery. I don't know if he heard me on the radio or not. I had thrown it out there. If you want to stop by and say hi, I got to figure out how to turn this mic on. Bear with me. There. No, I had it once.
Green light.
All right, there you go. Green light. Pat Emery, Milford man.
Yep. Running the 18th Senatorial District.
Are you?
Yeah.
And you're excited?
Yeah, I'm very excited. Very excited. I'm glad when Tuesday gets here. Tell you the truth, I think a lot of people will be.
Yep.
I think a lot of people will be glad to see the signs taken up off the roads.
Yeah,
so
I would agree with that.
No doubt about that one.
Yep. And so, graduated Milford High School.
Graduated from Milford High School. Graduated from Salisbury University. Got my Bachelor of Science down there. Graduated from Delaware State Police Academy.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. It's been a long while, about 30 years ago, but it's been a while.
Yeah, we were just teenagers then.
Yep. You and I went to school together.
We did.
That's been a while back.
You've held on to your hair better than I did.
I don't know about that. I mean, it's starting to run away pretty quick.
It is, but
great event out here today. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
it's nasty outside, but it's
is
bright,
it really?
It's bright in here.
Yeah,
it's bright in here.
Well, you going to be here all day, or are you?
I think I'll be here for a while. I'm going to put some bids in on a few items out here.
There you go,
and see what we can do. But yeah.
All right, so somebody could stop by if they haven't met you and say hi. You'll be here
I'll be tickled to death.
Be here for an hour or two, you think?
I'll be here probably at least an hour or so. And I saw some other individuals out here, talked to a few people I've met before and people I know in here. So so far been very enlightening, very good time.
Okay.
I appreciate you having me on.
All right.
Nice to see you again,
all right,
Jimmy.
See you. Take one of them mugs with you.
I appreciate it, buddy.
All right,
Thank you.
see you. Take care. That was Pat Emery, everybody. So Tuesday, you got a lot of decisions to make. It's a big day, and I want to encourage everybody, because this will be my last chance to say this.
Sure.
Get out and vote.
Absolutely.
It is critical. In other words, I know people that are not going to vote, and it's a shame, because it really does make a difference. When you hear somebody wins or loses by 10 or 20 or 30 votes, man, that makes a world of difference. In other words,
if you're not going to vote, don't complain about things.
Right.
Because this is your chance to make a difference.
To make a difference. Right. So, in other words, so anyway, we've had a good show here today, and you were on the bundle. Is that what you call it, a bundle or a package?
A bundle,
or whatever?
package.
So,
it's same thing either way.
Yep. Richard Lindale, do you want to say anything? He's another one of our guest auctioneers here. I don't actually know what your official title is, but we're live on the radio, just so you know, and we're also recording it there. I see you got your hair good for today. So you're going to auction?
I am going to auction.
So it'd either be you or Dave, is that
David
right?
David and I are going to be doing the sale and looking forward to it. They've got a lot of nice stuff.
Don't they?
They really do.
Yep.
And so we're looking forward to doing it. Always a good time.
And I want to thank you myself just for, you're always here. You're helping out. In other words, and I go to other fundraiser auctions and out and about, and I see you there, and I'm presuming you're donating your time, and I just want to thank you for that.
You mean I'm not going to get a check today?
I'm not.
No, I don't mind at all.
I'm going to give you a wooden nickel's what I'll give you, and
I
you
don't
go
mind
where you want with that.
For good cause.
Yeah,
I don't mind donating my time, and this here with what they're doing with the kids is good.
It's good. I agree with that.
It's good, and don't mind helping.
Yep. It's one of the few schools left that you can pray in.
That's right.
Isn't that amazing?
Right.
I mean, as odd as that sounds, I mean, that's going to be the common thing. If you want your kids to go to a school that they and the teachers are allowed to pray, this is going to be a rarity.
It is. And that's a shame that it's a rarity.
Isn't that a shame?
It is very much a shame.
Isn't that a shame? So anyway.
But it's a good thing.
All right, you going to be here all day?
All day.
All day. All right, folks, that's Richard Lindale. Anything else?
That's all. Come on out.
Okay.
Come on out and bring your checkbook.
Bring your checkbook. If not, bring your neighbors.
That's right.
Thank you, Richard. All right, folks, that's Richard Lindale, real good guy. I've enjoyed knowing him over the years. So we've had a great show. Brooks, thank you very much for getting up early.
No problem.
He got up very early today. He was here by 6 o'clock, setting up all the stuff, getting everything ready. And the building is full of people. The auction goes live at 9 o'clock. If you're listening, you got plenty of time to get here because we're going to be here all day long auctioning off items. Now, there's a very neat sound. That was a train. A small locomotive just went through the building. No, I don't know what that was. Anyway, Brooks, what else? We got the package on those. We're going to be open. Business has been good. I want to get people coming there and looking at Be Wise trailers. We got a bunch of them things in. They're beautiful. Mm-hmm. Even if you don't need one, you need to look at one.
Sure, and there's a bunch of different varieties.
All two-tone paint, really nice looking. Want to remind you, if you want to be on the show, I've had quite an interest today. I got a couple emails and a couple messages and stuff like that. I am looking to help people promote their business or their product. So if you want any involvement from me, whether you want to be on the show, want me to come to your business and do a live remote, I am for hire. Phone number 337-7300 if you want to talk about it, or you could shoot me an email. I am Jim, Jim, @Wellers.com. Also want to know how'd you like the show, how we doing. But also don't forget, get out and do your American duty. Yes. Vote. It does make a difference. If it doesn't do no more than make the people at the polling place feel good.
Sure.
Get out and vote. Decide who you want to vote for. Get online. Look up things. And so on and so forth. I'm always looking for new friends on Facebook. I'm the Jim Weller from Delaware. Brooks, what is our Wellers things on Facebook?
Wellers Utility Trailers.
Okay, that's a likes page?
That's a likes page.
Okay.
You have Wellers Sheds and Carports.
Yep, like them both, folks.
Yep, that's actually a friends page.
Okay.
We also have
Weller does Delmarva.
Yeah, Weller does Delmarva on Facebook.
They could even like Weller's Red Barn even though it's closed.
Yep, it's still actually online, so you could still go there. Speaking of Weller's Red Barn, we do have a couple of cash and carry swing sets that are still there.
Oh, I forgot about that.
We're getting ready to move them. When we move them, they'll no longer be cash and carry.
Yeah, the problem is you want to sell them cheap from there so you don't have to move them.
Exactly.
I want to move them to Bridgeville so I could sell them for more.
Exactly, because we're going to have to pay somebody to move them. So
right.
We'll have more money tied up.
We're going to pass that money right on. So if somebody is interested in them two swing sets at Weller's Red Barn, what do? They need
to come into Weller's. They can pay for them at Weller's, and then we can get it set up to where they can go get them and take it down and take it home with them.
So do they just stop by and hand you a blank check and
Absolutely.
say, Brooks, fill that thing out. I want them swing sets.
Absolutely.
Okay. You'll be there at 10, but the store is open now.
That's correct. And you can see them at the Red Barn.
There's two different ones.
There's two different ones there. If you go to wellersredbarn.com, you can see both of them there as well.
You can?
It breaks down, what it has and what the normal price is and what the cash and carry price is.
Right, but once we move them to Bridgeville, the price is going to change.
That'll be gone. Yep.
It's going to go back to the normal price.
Yes,
because then they'll be normal.
Yep.
All right, folks, I have had a good time. Have you had a good time, Brooks?
I have. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, Fran, I hope you had a good time listening to us.
I don't know where the last 2 hours went. I mean,
I have no idea.
It feels like
I could do this all day long.
Absolutely.
So anyway, Weller does Delmarva. Thank you for listening to the show. We have been recording the show to where you can watch it again later. Check out our website every once in a while, wellerdoesdelmarva.com. Got a lot of neat things coming up. We got a lot of events we're going to be doing. We're going to be also the Returns Day parades next week. Don't forget, it's not Returns Day. It's not that. It's Return
Day, yeah.
Return Day parade. Anyway, that's next Thursday. So anyway, folks, again, enjoy the weekend. Do not forget this. What's the most important thing they need to remember, Brooks?
To vote on Tuesday.
No. Set your clocks back tonight. And vote on Tuesday. Okay? Hey there, young man. So anyway, Weller does Delmarva. We thank you for listening. It's been a good show. And stay tuned. Something's next. But I'm at the Greenwood Mennonite School. Come join us live. We're here right now. Other than that, have a good weekend. God bless you, everybody. Bye.
Listen Tuesday night, November 4th, Election Day, beginning at 7 o'clock. The entire Delaware 1059 news team will be here with the winners and the losers from Election 2014. Live election night coverage brought to you by Delaware Propane.